Welcome back, bowling fans. This week in the Draft League, coming at you live in the house that Rab built on Staten Island. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in week 22, I assume, which is also known as week 10 of the second third. 3 weeks to go. Joe, do I have it right?
That is correct.
Yes. We have 3 weeks to go. And let's not forget why this show was put together in the first place. It's a collaboration of scratch bowling in its purest form. Yes, I have to welcome 2 new markets. The first one, Cincinnati, Ohio, joining us on the #1 rated bowling show on the internet today. And second up, well, it's kind of 2 locations, Joe. The first one is Kansas City, Missouri, and also Kansas City, Kansas. Welcome aboard. Congratulations, KC Chiefs, by the way, with their second Super Bowl, first one in 50 years. So, touch on some things. What was the first thing that I had to talk about tonight? My entrance music tonight, which you did not hear and you will hear on my Facebook page, is a song called Change on Me by Cynthia, for those freestyle fanatics out there. If you were born in the early 70s, which I was, songs by Cynthia and Judy Torres is how we dealt with bad breakups and horrible relationships. We didn't have cell phones. What we did was we went to a club, and then when you were there, your ex-girlfriend was there. And you had to stand there and make believe you didn't care, okay? You ordered your Absolute in 7, and you were leaning against the bar as she was on the dance floor, dancing with her friends, singing Change on Me by Cynthia. They know every word. It's the 80s version of I Will Survive, which was by Gloria Gaynor. That was all I Will Survive. All the friends know all the words, and then the friends tell your ex-girlfriend that you're looking on the dance floor. And you know what happens next? They just dance with a random guy. Your ex-girl just dances with a random guy. Okay? This is how we dealt with it if you were born in the early 70s. Then, what you did, you put the drink down, you walked over to that guy and said, she's all yours. Loud enough so your ex-girl can hear it. Which in turn, hey, T, what's up? Wait, we have a problem here, folks. We have a problem. Getting back. That's how we dealt with it. You know what ensued after that, Ken? An argument in the corner of the club next to the loudest speaker that you could possibly think of. That's what happened. So enjoy the song. We have a couple introductions, but first, my friend Matt sent me a video. Joe, I don't know if you saw it, Joe. And you know what? He downplayed it. Pretty damn cool. Pete Weber. Yes, that Pete Weber. Who do you think you are? I am? Was that it? Who do you think you are? I am. Pete Weber. Sent Matt a happy birthday video, and I'm going to put that in right now.
Hey, Matt. This is from Howie and Eric. Obviously, you know this is Pete Weber talking to you. So, happy birthday. I know it's your birthday today, so happy birthday. And that you're turning 40. Life's over. You're going to start waking up going, oh, shit, I got something there. Oh, fuck, I got something there. God, this hurts. Wow. You just don't know what's coming ahead of you. Hey, I understand you average 210 in your what is it, something draft league. So, nice bowling, man. Nice average. That's being very consistent.
And as you can see, Pete, whew, that's why you have to eat healthy, folks.
Do you believe he's my age?
Yes, you have to eat healthy, Ken.
He's my age. You believe it?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Joe, we have 2 young guns on our tour coming up. Joe's going to introduce them. But first, camera number 1. Also known as the Kosher Crocodile, Matt Kaplowitz. On camera number 2, you know the drill, folks. In fact, there's another one in this room. I don't know how he doesn't come home every day and say, wow, Dad, you are good looking. Mr. Gorgeous, Kenny Soto. Last but not least, Brooklyn's own, Staten Island's own, Joe Calandrillo, also known in the bowling community as Joe Cal.
Wow. Do I even have to say anything after all that? I don't think there's anything left to be said. We can wrap it up right now. Anyway, we're not going to go practice yet, Kenny. The lane lights are not on. Before I get to my 2 fine, young, distinguished guests tonight, I just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to actually a few quick. 3 is a few. A couple is 2. Just a gentle, no gentle reminders. Just some shout-outs to some of our bowling community friends. One, last night, a friend of the league, Dave Kaczynski, who I think might be subbing tonight, won commercial bingo at the Super Bowl party. Dave won commercial bingo, filled out the whole bingo card with all the commercials that aired during the game, and Dave won. Congratulations, Dave, on winning commercial bingo during the Super Bowl. The other thing is, I want to give a shout-out to another Brooklyn's own young fellow by the name of Mike Martell. I think some of you guys know him. Mike, Maple Lane's born and bred before, obviously, Maple Lane shut down. Mike is on Team USA for 2020. Congratulations, Michael. He's also done some work on the PBA Tour. He's just starting out. And he's an Xavier graduate. And there's Ray Larson back in the background. Get a quick shot of Ray, guys. Get a quick shot of Ray. Blowing kisses. Ray Larson. But, yes, good call, Joe B. Mike Martell is a Xavier grad. Congratulations, Michael. Everybody's proud of you from the old Maple Lanes crew. You made Brooklyn proud. Go get him with Team USA. And lastly, another friend of the Draft League, our member, Nick Sigia, the Sidge Hammer. It's his birthday today. So happy birthday, Nick. Good kid, one of the future stars of the league, along with these 2 fine young men that I'm going to bring in right now. Kenny Soto Jr., Joe Vann. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Kenny, you come over to my left. Joe, welcome. Ken, welcome. He really is a good-looking young man, just like his dad. Look at him. Come on, folks. Ratings bonanza for the looks today. So I'm going to start with, not with young, good-looking Kenny Jr., but I'm going to start with the good-looking Joe Vann here. So, Joe, question for you is, who was it that got you into bowling, and do you remember what your first ball was?
My grandfather got me into bowling when I was 5, and my first bowling ball was I think it was a Ebonite Maxim.
Oh, Ebonite Maxim. That's right. I think one of my sons had that as well. I think my son Joe was an Ebonite Maxim. Same question for you, Junior. Who got you into bowling? I think I might know who, but you're going to tell us anyway. And what was your first ball?
My dad got me into bowling, and my first ball was, I think it was, no, it wasn't a Maxim. I think it was a Storm Tornado.
Nice. Storm Tornado. Very good, Ken. I like it. These guys don't start out with like a house ball. They're starting out with Storm Tornadoes and Ebonite Maxims. This is good stuff here, folks. So, Joe, question for you next is, what is it about this league? What was the allure of coming into the Draft League? Was this your first league out of junior, or did you have another league prior to coming into the Draft League?
I also bowled in the McGuire League on Thursday nights. And I joined the Draft League because it fit my schedule, as well as it was a lot more competition.
Okay, that's a good answer. I was also a former McGuire League. Now it's part of the American Legion also, right? Didn't they join? I also bowled in the McGuire League for about 7 or 8 years. Kenny, same question for you.
Marco actually brought me into this league.
Not even your dad?
No.
Marco,
it was during the Sunday morning in the Family Fun League.
Okay.
It was
okay.
making a big old $5 foot long.
All right.
Well, no, not $5, but he was scouting me that morning, and that's
Talk
how
into
I got
the mic.
it.
Talk
Into the mic. But he scouted me out that morning, and now I'm here.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, okay, so you guys are both going to be drafting in the next third, right? You guys are no? Oh, no, you're a B. I'm sorry. So, Kenny, I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. I can't. Listen. No, you get respect. You get respect. Listen, if there's any Rodney Dangerfields around here a little before your time, that's me. I'm the Rodney Dangerfield. But you're right. You're a B. I'm a B. I should have known that. But I'll come back to you. So, Kenny, question is, what is your strategy going into your rookie draft. This is going to be your first draft. So what do you think? What's your game plan?
Well, I definitely want to start out with a really strong A.
Okay.
And if he's still around, I would definitely enjoy taking Mr. Gorgeous.
Ball with your dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? While you guys are a good-looking team now, you can continue to be a good-looking team, right? If you go into the next third together.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe someone will be fortunate enough to bowl with you guys. That's good-looking also.
Yep.
So that's good. I like that strategy. Thank you, Kenny. All right, so Joe, because you're a B bowler and you already drafted, what kind of advice could you give Kenny about his upcoming draft?
Well, I happened to want a lefty initially,
Right.
but I had no lefties available to me.
Okay.
So I took a lower C so that I can get a higher A.
Okay.
But I really got a really good team. I have Matt Peduto and I have Steven Ennis.
There you go.
Solid team.
Ennis is lighting it up. So there you go. The B bowler. That was my bad. Okay. Joe is a B. So you got to think quick on the show, off the cuff questions. So I went with what kind of help can he give Kenny? And I thought he gave some good advice there, Kenny, because I got to tell you, I've used that same strategy. Sometimes you go with a C, and you know most of the A bowlers you're going to get outside of like the top 3 or 4 A's, without mentioning names. We know who they are. The rest of the A bowlers is going to give you the steady 680s, low 7s. So you know you're going to get a good pick there either way. So, Joe, thank you. Kenny, thank you. I'm going to bring Joe B in for the off-the-cuff questions. Joe, I leave the young guys in your hands. Here we go.
Thanks, Joe. Nick DeSalvo, ladies and gentlemen. Blast from the past. Us Met fans, we got to stick together. There's not many of us. All right, so I'm glad you guys are bowling in this league with us. We like the up-and-comers. Joe Vann almost shot 300 against me last week, Joe. I couldn't get away from him. He would not stop. Foot to the throat. And I said, you know what? Maybe he misses soon. He wound up missing, but it wasn't enough for me. Would it be, Joe? Yeah. So the bowling community wants to know certain questions, and one of them is like, what was your favorite breakfast cereal growing up, Kenny?
Captain Crunch, without a doubt.
Nice. Joe?
I wasn't much with cereal, but I liked Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
All right, that's a good answer. Okay. And the bowling community is always curious, what was your first car? Joe?
Nissan Versa.
Okay. Ken?
BMW 325.
Oh, okay, nice. Very nice. Do we pay for our cell phones? Don't feel bad if it's a no.
No.
Joe?
Absolutely not.
Okay, all right. And neither does my son. And neither does yours.
My older one does. I left him on my plan, but he gives me the money. The other two, no.
What about our first job, Joe?
I was in Staten Island Advanced Paper Carrier from when I was 14.
All right, that's a good job. A lot of people started there. Ken?
I was doing overnight freight at Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, okay. They didn't pay you $1, did they? All right. Jesus Christ. All right, how about something like Star Wars or Star Trek? Joe?
Neither.
Ken?
Star Trek.
Nice. I did not think you were going to say that. All right. Is that from your dad? Yes. Okay, yeah. Like Deep Space Nine kind of stuff? Exactly. 7 of 9? Remember that? Yes. For other reasons. All right, so how about let's get into favorite television show right now. Could be cable, could be anything. Joe?
I've been watching Law & Order SVU.
I watched that myself. Ken?
I've been watching Casa de Papel on Netflix.
Is this something that I should be looking into?
I think so. It's a really good show.
Okay. All right. I'm watching The Outsider right now on HBO, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know. It just took a left turn on me now. Anyone home thinking this is weird? I don't know. You know, it just went nuts on me. Nothing on Netflix, Joe? You have your own Netflix account, or you borrowing somebody's password?
I share with my parents.
Okay. Ken, you share with your parents?
I do share with my.
All right, that sounds good. How about favorite pizza on Staten Island? Ken?
Are we talking pizzeria or favorite slice?
Like you're starving and you're thinking about one place where you would want that pizza. If it was right next to you, what would it be?
Village Maria.
Okay. Big Joe?
If you want bar pizza, I'd say go to Danino's. If you want other pizza, like a specialty slice, as in buffalo chicken, go to Mona Lisa.
Oh, all right. That's in my neighborhood, I think. Is that in Annandale Town?
That it is.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I live over there, Ken. How about, have you ever ridden a horse, Joe?
I fell off one.
Okay, so that's a yes. Kenny?
I have ridden a horse.
Has ridden a horse. Okay, very nice. Joe, what else you have for me? You always come up with one at the end, Joe.
You know what? We got to go with the guys. What's their favorite Italian ice on a hot summer night?
All right, we like this, folks. Here it comes, folks. Because the list gets bigger and bigger at Ralph's. They can't even fit the thing on the wall anymore. What is our favorite Ralph's Ice, Kenny Jr.?
Vanilla chip. You just can't go wrong with that.
All right, you know, that's good. That's good. And how about you, Joe?
I can go with a nice birthday cake one.
Okay, so all right, Joe's into more of the cream ices. And he's like more of a combo. Because you could say the vanilla is like, all right. I happen to be an orange guy. Yes, the only guy on Staten Island that orders it. So I do that so I have to worry about them ever being out, Ken. Last portion of our show, guys, great interviews. Lowe's Bowler of the Week, 78 bowlers. This person was in 78th. Lowest of the week, thank you, Lowe's. Gift certificate in here, Nick. Nick, it's not you either. Not bad. I think you threw one big game last week to get out of this envelope, right? Correct? You good? Well, yeah, there you go. All it takes is one good game to avoid the envelope. And it's neither of you guys. It's a friend of Joe's. Hopefully he has a sense of humor, and he still says hello to me each week when I walk in. Ladies and gentlemen, it's in my head. Don't lie. With a 517, Aki Coca. His teammate, baby. Congrats, Aki. Great shooting. Did he even shoot 170? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Joe, come on in and send these two out.
Well, on that note, thank you, Joe. We got a little tight in here with the tables tonight in Studio 710, but we want to thank these fine two young gentlemen, Kenny Soto Jr. Kenny, thank you. Joe Vann, a B-bowler again, my bad. Joe, thank you. These are the guys that are going to keep this league going for years and years and years. The young guys, the young blood. That's what it's all about. So on that note, folks, Joe Bruno and I have another matchup tonight, just like we did 2 weeks ago. Our team against his team. Joe and I bowling in the 2 spot against each other. Hopefully, Arky has a better night tonight. Maybe after he hears he was the lowest bowler of the week, Arky's going to rev his game up tonight because we're bowling against Joe, so we'll see. We're bowling against each other, right. So I just brought that up. Yeah, that's a good answer, Joe. So, yeah. No, we went 2-2, though. We split the last time. It's okay. Well, yeah, I know, he did. Yeah, all right, we'll see. But we have a good time nonetheless. It's always fun. So, folks, on that note, we don't know who our guest is going to be yet next week. We got 2 weeks left to go after tonight. With tonight, 3 weeks, okay? So, on that note, right, and the C Bowlers draft. So, folks, on that note, we're going to sign off like we always do. Thanks again to the young guys. Appreciate it. And like we always say, for the whole league and everybody out there, good night, good luck, God bless, and good bowling.